Hi all, it's Michelle from Cozy Egg, and today is October 1st, which means it is the first day of dark October stitching. It's my favorite month, and I'm going to be vlogging again with my weekly vlogs like I do every year. And so I thought I would just start this out and show you what I finished last night. I met my goal to finish this before the end of the month. This is my Belladonna planchette, which I designed for the Dark October seance last year, and I will be releasing this sometime this month. I need to, obviously I just finished the stitching last night. I need to do the finishing on it and get it finished onto the planchette board. But I'm really pleased with how this turned out. You know, it's always kind of a little bit of a guess when you design something and you choose the threads for it, but until you actually see it stitched up, you never know if it's really gonna work. So I'm very, very pleased with it. And it is hard to tell, but this fabric is like a lavender color. It's Kunzite by Fiber on a Whim, and it's really pretty in person, but it kind of comes off more gray. You can kind of see over on the side there a little better. But finished this up last night, so that means I'm free to start on Dark October stitching. Not that this wasn't dark, but I can now start on my actual Dark October stitching. So I chose a few things that I wanted to, ooh, my desk is dusty. I chose a few things that I wanted to work on during Dark October. That may change, but I thought that I would kind of start out with, I've been really working hard on trying to get my whips finished. And so I thought this is a perfect time to pull something out. And so I have not touched this in I don't know how long. But this is the Mirabilia Halloween Fairy. This was a limited edition kit a million years ago. I wonder if this tells me anywhere. Let's not show the chart. 2006, which is probably when I bought this. And then I started this, I want to say I started this like either the first or second Dark October stitching. I don't know, I'll have to look. I did dye my own fabric for it after seeing my friend Annette had stitched hers on this beautiful dark purple piece of fabric, and I loved how the oranges and the greens popped on that. So I took a piece of old silk weaver, 32 count poltergeist, and which was kind of a lavender color, and then I over dyed it with purple and some grays you can see in there, and I really like how it turned out. So I started this, actually Emily and I started this together. Hers has long been finished and mine is still languishing. But started this, and I figure I will get this out and work on it and see if I can maybe get it finished up. And so it came as a kit, and I have all the threads here, which I'm going to try to organize a little better because they're just kind of loose. And then it's got some Mill Hill beads that go on it too. The reason that I set this aside is because, like, you can see in the picture that, you know, there's a couple different colors of browns that give her dress some dimension. The problem is with these over-dyed threads, I'm not getting that dimension as much because my over-dyed browns are not that different. But at this point, I don't know that I care. I would really just like to have this done. So I am going to put this on my Q-snap and work on this and see if I can get this sucker done, because I would like it off my plate. And it's such a cute piece that I'd really like to have her out and framed where I can enjoy her. So that's the plan. And we'll see what I can get done on this. Otherwise, I did, so I was watching a vlogger that I love, Petite Gloom, who's a planner vlogger, and she kind of worked on putting together a plan for her September and October and things that she really wanted to do, because she's not feeling well, and so she's got kind of limited amount of energy. And so she wanted to put together a list of things that, you know, were important to her for her favorite spooky season. And I thought, you know, what a great idea, because October is always a super busy month for me, and things happen and then I get frustrated because I feel like I'm wasting my dark October. So I'm going to, so I did make myself a list, and I kind of put together a list of decorating that I want to do, books that I want to read, stitching that I want to work on. I have some baking that I'd like to do. I want to make molasses cookies and pumpkin bread, and yeah, so I put together a list, and I'm just gonna, like, no pressure, but it helped me kind of condense my thoughts and figure out exactly what it is that I want to spend my time on, and things that would really make me happy to do this season. So I will be sharing that with you as we go along, but I thought I would pop in and show what I'm going to start the month off with, and we'll see how much I get done. Hi all, it's Michelle. It is Thursday, October 2nd, and I am in the process of editing my video that I recorded last night to kind of finish up August and September because I haven't recorded a video since like August 8th apparently. So I'm in the process of editing my video and watching Emily's, trying to catch up on her videos. And it occurred to me that one of the things that I didn't talk about in my video that I did last night that I did want to briefly talk about is that my friend Christine had sent me her 15 friends that she's stitching and asked me to stitch. So on 15 friends, which is the Bristol sampler that I reproduced, there are 15 bed numbers. And so it was, you know, basically like Jane Ann and her friends, you know, kind of, she had all of their bed numbers on there. and on her sampler. And so Christine sent this to me and asked me to stitch one of the bed numbers on here, and then she's going to send it to some other friends to have them stitch theirs as well. So I included this footage, but then I didn't talk about it at all because I kind of forgot it was in here. So I just thought I would take a minute and just mention like what this is. And so I stitched the 340 up there at the top, and I stitched it using the same silk that I used to stitch the model, so that, you know, it might be a little special for Christine. So anyway, that's what that is. And when I sent the antique of Henrietta back to Christine, I also sent her 15 friends back to her as well. So the footage is all that I have, but I just realized as I was editing my video that I did not even talk about this. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because I just thought it was kind of a cool idea to have, you know, various people stitch the bed numbers, you know, on 15 friends. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm hoping that I can get this wrapped up and uploading so that I can go to the other room and maybe stitch a little bit. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But in the meantime, Emily is keeping me company. Today is Monday, October 6th, and it's been a few days since I talked to you. So we're obviously 6 days into Dark October stitching, and I thought I would share my progress on my Halloween fairy. So since I picked her up, I have managed to finish her dress, with the exception of she has this like an orange kind of petticoat layer here at the bottom, which I have not done yet, but I finished all of the brown in her dress, and then I stitched her arms and her neck and chest, and am starting on her hair. And she's wearing a little mask, which is why that blank spot is there, but she's coming along, and I'm happy with how this is going. I really do like how it looks on the purple fabric. So I'm not super loving stitching with 2 strands of thread, and I'm not super loving stitching on this fabric because it's, I think it might be a Lugana or something, and so it's just kind of, I don't know, it's a little rough. And my stitches are not laying nicely even though I'm railroading, but what are you gonna do? So, but we're moving along. So I've been working on that, and then I thought I would I ordered some threads and some beads for another project that I want to work on during Dark October stitching. The beads are actually to finish my candy bucket ornaments. So I got these beads, just some black and some orange. And then I got the threads for another project I want to potentially start this month. And beautiful Halloween-y colors. Actually, that's threads for 2 projects, but we won't talk about that. And then I got some 32 count fabric. This is Zweigart Winter Moon. And that is for one of the pieces I want to start. Okay, books. Let's talk about books, because books are a problem. So I mentioned that I was, sorry about the reflection, I mentioned that I had started this book, and I was sort of, you know, getting a little ways into it, and my loan expired at the library, so they took it back. And then I was like, okay, well, great. Now I'm going to have to wait to get that back again. And then my hold came in for this book, which is the first book by Sangu Mandana. And this was the one I really wanted to start with. So my hold came in on this, so I checked this out of the library. But I'll be honest with you, I just can't get into it. And then I was sort of getting the 2 books confused. I'm sure they're both lovely books, but I just was struggling. And so then yesterday, my hold came in for this book. And I love Tessa Bailey. She does contemporary romance. So the hold came in for this book, so I was like, whatever. I will check it out. And honestly, I haven't been able to put it down. So maybe my reading slump, my reading difficulties are book specific. I don't know. But this one has been so easy to get into. And like I said, I'm having a hard time putting it down. So there's that. My plan is that I will read this, finish it up, and then go back to this one, assuming that I still have my loan. And then we'll go from there. But I'm struggling with my reading. And my intention was to do, Dark October reading and do some spooky, witchy, whatever books. And instead I am reading about a hockey player and a baseball pitcher, softball pitcher, whatever. So yeah, whatever. There you go. So we will see what I get up to today. Hopefully I can work more on this and read some more in my book, and of course work and all that other good stuff. So more to come. Hi all, it is Saturday, October 11th, I think, and I thought I would pop in because it's been a few days since I chatted with you. It has been a week, just a whole lot going on, not the least of which was Ramses went on Wednesday and had his teeth cleaned, and they had to remove a mass from his back leg, and we've got his sensor on as well so that we can monitor his blood sugar after, you know, the anesthesia and with the pain meds and all that good stuff. So it's been a lot this week, but we're getting through it. So needless to say, there's not been a ton of stitching, but there has been some. I've not yet decorated for Halloween. I'm hoping that I can get to that this weekend, but we'll see. So I did, however, take my sewing machine in to be serviced because it was acting up. You may have seen in one of my previous videos that I was doing some sewing. I was trying to sew a little Halloween mat and a little Christmas mat to use, like, to sit underneath some of my decorations. And my sewing machine was just acting up like crazy. So yeah, I took it in to be serviced, and it's probably going to be a couple weeks before I get that back, but at least I've taken it in. So this is my Halloween fairy. This is what I've continued to work on, and she's coming along. I'm working on the bottom portion of her dress, as you can see, and almost have that filled in. Then I can do her legs and her boots. And I've not done any of the back stitching on her skin or anything, so she does look a little weird, but I really love how she's looking on this purple fabric. And this is what the whole piece looks like. I will be honest with you, I'm really contemplating not stitching her wings and just leaving her, instead of being a Halloween fairy, just being this sort of Victorian gothy looking Halloween chick, masquerade, you know, that sort of situation. So sorry about my phone shadow. So I'm really contemplating doing that and just leaving the wings off, because I think she's really cute without that, and I don't know that I need that. I may leave her wand off too, but she's really cute. I love her. I love how she's coming along. I'm so glad I got this back out to work on. And I'm just probably going to keep going on her until I get her finished. Especially if I'm not going to do the wings. I think she can be finished pretty quickly. So, yep. And I did paint my nails. So years ago there was a movie called Snow White and the Huntsman, which had Kristen Stewart in it, and they did this set of limited edition polishes, and I think I have 3. I think there may have been 4 of them, and I think I have 3 of them. I never did get the red one, but this one is kind of a bluish purple, which I thought was kind of perfect for this time of year. I do have a little tipware because I did this like last weekend, but it's so pretty. This one is called Rise to the Calling. There's a more kind of teal one that is called Dark as the Forest. And then I think I have a white pearly one, which I never wear. But yeah, so that's what that is. And it's pretty. I like it. We'll see how long it lasts before I have to redo my manicure. And I did buy, so I've been really liking the Mooncat polishes. I did buy their base coat and their Speed Demon top coat, and I really like them. They work really well, so I've been very pleased about that and very happy. So I am continuing to read my Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches book, and I'm getting more into it. I am enjoying it more. It's due back in a few days, so I need to like get a move on if I'm going to finish it. And I have been listening to The Briar Club by Kate Quinn. That was for my SGR book club, which was this past Thursday. I've been listening to that on audiobook. Unfortunately, this week is being what it is. I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to it, so I'm kind of, I kept like, you know, zoning out, and then I'd have to rewind and then re-listen to it. So, you know, I did not get it finished before book club, which is fine. I would still like to continue listening to it and get it finished, but things being what they are, you know. I did also get a new perfume. This is called Every Day is Halloween. This is by Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, which is one of my favorite perfumers. And this was from, I think from 2022. And I missed it when they released it. And I've been sort of searching for it since then. And someone in one of the resale groups had it for sale. So I posted a in search of post, and they said they would sell theirs to me. So very, very happy to have this. And it's a very, you know, kind of fall pumpkin-y, boozy kind of smell, which I love. So yeah, I may put this on today. Eric and I are going to an Italian festival today, which I'm excited about. We've never been before, so we thought we'd go check it out. They're supposed to have a bunch of vendors and food and a bocce ball tournament and all kinds of things. So we're going to go do that. We are going to kind of watch our time because we don't want to be gone too terribly long and leave Ramses here by himself. He has a cone on. We tried to take his cone off yesterday and put his little outfit on. That didn't go well, so he's got his cone back on today. But we don't want to be gone terribly long, so we're gonna go do that for a couple hours and then come back, and hopefully I can get some footage while we're there to just kind of show you. But that's the plan for today. So yeah, that's it for me. Oh, I did want to show you, I have my jewels on for today. I have my my little pomegranate from Blood Milk. I have my Morning Eye. I actually bought this as a memorial piece for Tut, and so I pretty much wear this every day. It has a little onyx teardrop. And then I have my Heart is a Heavy Burden, which I love. So just thought I'd share my jewels. And here's my rings. This one is a spoon ring that was my grandmother's. It's actually made from an Oneida spoon. and I love it. It's got, you can see where it overlaps there. And then these two are blood milk rings. This one is Medusa's Ouroboros, I think, and I love it. I love that the tail kind of makes a little infinity symbol. And then this one is the one that I bought for my birthday, and it's called the Orphic Egg. It's been on my wish list for forever, and I love it so much. It's heavy, so it's taking me a little bit of getting used to wear it, but I love it. So, jewels.